Imagine a sound that never stops. A low, persistent, soul-gnawing drone that only a select few can hear. It's not loud enough to shatter windows, but it's just insistent enough to shatter sanity. This is the enduring, frustrating reality of the hum, a global, low-frequency acoustic mystery that has tormented people from the quiet desert town of Taos, New Mexico, to the bustling suburbs of Bristol, UK. The story begins in the early 1990s in Taos, a picturesque artists' colony. Residents began complaining to local papers about an unsettling, deep, rumbling noise, often described as a distant idling truck or a massive industrial fan. The catch? Only about 2% of the population could hear it. For these unfortunate hearers, the hum was loudest indoors, particularly at night, and brought with it a host of debilitating symptoms: headaches, dizziness, nausea, and a profound inability to sleep. They were being driven mad by a sound that most of their neighbors insisted simply did not exist. The puzzle deepened when scientists arrived. Armed with sophisticated audio equipment, researchers from the University of New Mexico and Los Alamos National Laboratory attempted to pinpoint the source. They recorded vibrations, placed sensitive microphones outdoors and inside homes, yet the sound they were seeking remained elusive. Rod Whitaker, a scientist on the Taos study, admitted, "We cannot identify the origin." The Taos hum refused to be captured, leaving the scientific community scratching their heads and the sufferers feeling increasingly isolated and marginalized. Taos is not alone. The phenomenon, often simply called the hum, has been reported in dozens of locations worldwide, from Largs in Scotland to Kokomo, Indiana, and Auckland, New Zealand. In a few cases, the mystery was solved. The Windsor hum in Ontario, for instance, was eventually traced to the blast furnaces on Zug Island across the river. But in most locations, including Taos and Bristol, the source remains totally obscured. This global prevalence has birthed a variety of theories, ranging from the plausible to the outright conspiratorial. Some scientists suggest the hum is an aggregate of industrial noise, the collective distant rumble of machinery, pipelines, or power grids traveling uniquely long distances at low frequencies. Others point to natural phenomena, such as seismic activity, waves hitting the coast, or very low frequency, VLF, radio waves used by the military. And then there are the more chilling theories: government experiments using ELF, extremely low frequency, waves for communication, or, most unsettlingly, that the sound is entirely physiological. Perhaps it is a rare, low-frequency form of tinnitus, or that the hearers are superhearers whose ears are uniquely sensitive to these deep sounds. To this day, the true nature of the hum remains an auditory enigma. Is it a strange quirk of human perception, a piece of heavy industry that's simply too widespread to locate, or a vast, unknown phenomenon that the majority of us are simply lucky enough not to perceive? For the 2% who hear it, the answer is irrelevant. All they know is that the sound is real, it's persistent, and to their torment, it never stops.